Hi, my name's Hammy. I'm part of the building operations team here at the Library at University of St Andrews.
Hello, I'm Hilda Matney and I'm one of two senior academic liaison librarians.
Hello, my name is Pret and I work on the help desk.
Hello, I'm Vicky Cormie and I'm one of the senior academic liaison librarians in the library.
Each school has an academic library representative. Your library rep is in charge of the departmental book budget and keeps the library informed about school needs. We also contact them about new resources and developments so you can keep up to date.
We're here to work with you to ensure that the library has relevant books and other material for your module in the right format and the right quantity. And we can set you up with our access to our book ordering service and also get you started in our reading list system.
Academic staff and research students can book a one-to-one appointment with us where we can advise on sources of information, the best search techniques to use and help you identify difficult to find sources for your research. Our staff at the service desk are always happy to help you, but you can also meet with one of our librarians who can advise you on specialist sources for your subject area. You can make an appointment at the desk or just get in touch with us through the subject guides on the library web pages.
You are having difficulty finding particular books that you're looking for or articles. I can show you how to access your subject guide and also access your reading list. I can help you make sure that you can access resources either in the library or off campus as well. We're a very friendly bunch of people and no question is too small or too silly. We're here to help you with anything.
You can tell by the uniform we are part of what is the security, building maintenance, but most of all we're here to give you a safe, friendly working environment. If you have any questions to ask, we're the people to come to first. Always happy to help at the welcome desk and hope you thoroughly enjoy your time at St Andrews.
Of course, the library isn't just a great place to find books and resources. We also have services to support you throughout your research, and here are some of the people who can help. We've put out a simple message to all researchers to act on acceptance and deposit in Pure to make sure that they can meet the new open access requirements. We're happy to answer any queries relating to open access.
The research data management team at the library offer advice on the different funders' policies on research data and on how to best meet the requirements. We help researchers writing data management plans and offer guidance on how to make their data publicly available using Pure.
The developers in the research computing team can assist researchers in any discipline. We also provide advice and support to anyone at the university who develops software as part of their research activity.
All of these services are provided by your university library.
I'm Gabrielle Sewell. I am Assistant Director of the University Library with responsibility for special collections.
I'm Rachel Hart. I'm Keeper of Manuscripts and Muniments and Deputy Head of Special Collections, and I work in the university specifically with responsibility for the university's own institutional archive, which dates back to 1215.
Special collections differentiates St Andrews from all other universities. We hold the university's muniments, so that's the institutional archive, rare books, manuscripts and the photographic collections. Material is accessed in the reading room in the Richardson Research Library in Martyrs Kirk, but it can also be accessed digitally and through all the traditional routes of making inquiries of the staff.
Special Collections does a lot of hands-on engagement with students. We like our students to learn from original materials. And so we use original archives and rare books in class intensively with master's students, particularly in the schools of history and English.
Yeah, it is actually. I find it really difficult to study in my room, back at the flats, so the library is pretty much where I come to study.
No, I actually often study in my dorm room.
Yeah, I guess the main library is the main place I choose to study, or St. Mary's Philosophy Library is good too.
I mainly study in the old library in St. Mary's Quad.
I find it easiest to study there, but I think I'm in the minority. I think most people do like to come to the library somewhere where they're not going to be distracted by other things in their room or just the fact that they're in their room.
Yes, because I can get resources that I need for exams, for essays, anything like that from the library. And it's like a safe place. It's like a good place to come because if I'm in the house I feel quite trapped. So in the library I can get up, I can walk about, I can talk to people, stuff like that.
It's quite a nice environment to work. Everyone around you is working, so you feel obliged to work.
If I could change one thing about the library, I'd probably just like to have more books in there. It can feel a bit cold and clinical, so that would really help the atmosphere a bit.
One thing I would improve about the library would probably be more books, like getting more books in for different modules, because I feel like there's always the one book that you need and it's always checked out.
I think it needs to be larger.
I think I would increase the number of toilets, because considering it's got a capacity of 1,000, having only 3 male toilets is just a bit ridiculous.
It's almost always at capacity. I think the capacity is 1,000 students, and I think it's almost always really, really close to there, so it's often hard to find a spot to study.
I would like them to add another 7 floors for more space.
Yeah, I actually do use a server's desk occasionally. I use it every so often, especially when I've got sort of IT issues, so I'll go and take my laptop over and help them sort it out.
Yeah, I would say I use the service help desk a lot, usually just asking random questions like where is this book, or can you help with printing or whatever, and they're always really helpful and answer all the questions.
Yeah, I always use the service desk because I like to have the human contact and they're always so willing to help and friendly.
Yeah, I find the library staff really, really helpful.
I really like the short loan section. It's my favourite part of the library. The comfy seating.
Yeah, I actually really like the quiet spaces. I think it's a great idea to have the bottom floor be kind of the area where you can meet as a group and talk about things, and you can be a little louder there, but then silence on the upper 2 floors I think is a really good idea and helps really shape the environment.
Probably the silent section, because that's where the majority of the books that I need are, and also it's a really good place to do work and just like have your own headspace.
I think favourite part of the library has to be top floor. I love the views you get out over West Sands, looking out up onto Angus and the hills.